it. Hey guys, welcome back to Little Big Opinions. I'm Big.
And I'm Little.
And as always, we have the best producer in the game. Producer Mark is here with us tonight.
What's up, boys?
We are in the new digs, the Cultura Media new house. The house that Adrian and JC built here in West Miami, Florida.
Yep, in the heart of West Miami. And I just noticed we've been sitting here for like 2 hours trying to figure out the best new setup. We're going to get there. We think it looks pretty nice right now. We got the Red Ranger hanging from the thing there.
Oh, the Power Rangers.
Power Rangers. Huge Power Ranger fan over here. So.
What was Kimberly, right? The pink
Pink
one?
Ranger, yeah.
Ooh, she was smoking. That's when I knew that I was not going to be a homosexual. You know that?
All right, so we're here to talk.
No. Let's talk about that real quick. When did you know that you were not swinging the same way?
When I was 3 years old.
When you had a crush on that girl?
Crush on Jenny. I was 3 years old at pre-K.
The little blonde, right?
Pre-K 4, yeah.
Blonde, blue eyes.
Joey and I would chase her around the room. It was great days. I never, I would always watch TV shows and then I always picked which was going to be my girlfriend on the shows, always.
You know, you picked a good one though. That what you settled down with. Brittany is she's like a TV perfect girlfriend. You know, just like my wife.
Wife.
Yeah. Well, no, I meant like that, but she could play a TV girlfriend on TV.
You think so?
I think so. I think she's a leading actress.
Yeah, she's definitely a lead actress, and especially in our household, she's the lead. I'm the supporting role, just like here. But let's get to talking about what we're talking here.
Speaking of lead actresses, let's go to the lead actors. Sam Darnold is a Super Bowl champion. Guys, 2026 is legit. It's for real. Sam Darnold won a Super Bowl. Holy shit.
Yeah. Super wild, and it only
holy shit, guys!
It only gives us hope because it's so hard to find a quarterback that can help win. And I don't remember the last time that there was a quarterback that won that wasn't
a
premier true franchise quarterback. And Sam Darnold has played like that the last 2 years, but at the same time, we all know he's not the upper echelon. He's not a top 10 guy, so it gives us hope. And if you guys haven't heard on the other pods, I'm telling you right now, I feel like I'm Ryan here. I'm so excited for Jeff Hafley.
Oh, my God, I love you.
We're not talking about the Dolphins.
No, we're not
today,
talking about them.
But I will continue to be super excited about the direction of the Miami Dolphins.
What Sam Darnold does is he gives you hope, Dolphins fans. He could be there. There's somebody that we could snatch that can win us 14 games. And you want to know what's even more important? The NFL is all about scripts, folks.
Yep.
And the script came out for Super Bowl 61.
Sneak peek.
The colors came out, Chris. First, the colors are right there next to you on Commander Chief or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Papa Roach. Teal and orange on the Super Bowl. It gets no plainer than that. We will show you guys. We put it on our Instagram. Guys, we're going to the Super Bowl next year. Where is the Super Bowl next year?
It's in L.A.
Even better.
Even better. So if we get to go, it'll be so expensive. But don't get.
Who cares about that?
I'm not that much of a Ryan right now. We're not going to the Super Bowl next year.
You're maybe not going to the Super Bowl. I'm going to the Super Bowl. I am going to the Super Bowl next year. You gotta talk this shit into fruition, man. Like into existence. It's a new year. You know what happened yesterday? The season ended. We'll go over what happened this 2026 season, but I was looking back at some of our videos. Man, was it depressing. This is a shitty year. But you know what happens? That was last year, folks. It's a new beginning. And like you said, we got Sully and Half leading the way. And I am a full chub. Full 3.5 inches.
And like the Miami Dolphins tweeted out right after, next season has already started for us.
Let's go.
We're right into it. We're already running through the offseason. We're making moves, making decisions, but we're going to get there. We're going to get to this game, though, the Seahawks versus the Patriots. And let me tell you, I'd much rather be the Patriots, which I have a chance to be there. But guess what? This is a Miami Dolphin podcast. We're a bunch of Miami homers. We're West Miami. We're going to tell you,
You losers!
you guys
You
suck.
freaking
You
fell
guys
for
suck.
it.
We said it all year long, and then I had to swallow it. I had to bite my tongue every time I thought you guys were overrated.
Oh, you guys are
and you guys
pathetic.
showed your true colors. I couldn't say anything when you barely beat a backup quarterback in the
Got
championship, in the
dominated.
conference championship game. It was so fun to watch
Drake
yesterday.
Maye. You think Drake Maye is the next coming of God? That guy is terrible. His pocket presence is the worst coming since Ryan Tannehill. That's who he reminds you of. He goes up in the pocket. He holds onto the ball way too long. He doesn't know when to scramble when he's really good with his legs. And 7 fumbles, guys, in the postseason. 4 interceptions. He played like straight up dog shit in the postseason. Now, it's his second year, whatever. His offensive line, Will Campbell, by the way, is absolutely booty cheeks. 4th overall pick. That kid is terrible. And you know what happens? You got little arms. You got little arms, dude. You know, it showed. It showed all postseason. Drake Maye is not it. He throws a nice deep ball. Where was that yesterday? Josh McDaniels, you had 2 weeks to do something. That's what you did yesterday?
Yeah, so as you said, okay.
Holy shit.
We'll go right into the Patriots and how bad they were before we get into the Seahawks and how they dominated. But I got a nickname for Drake Maye, okay? So he had a record, okay? And his record was he's the second youngest quarterback to ever make it to the Super Bowl. The youngest only being
Dan Marino?
Dan Marino, okay? It's his second year. Dan Marino went in what year?
1984.
His second year. He never got back, okay? If Joe Burrow goes and hasn't been back or sniffed the Super Bowl, I got a bunch of Patriot fans texting me today thinking that this is the beginning. Guys, you missed it, okay?
Yeah,
you had a
this was
chance.
your year.
You guys were there because you only have overrated Maye, okay? All he does is pick a guy and throws it deep and hope that they win the one-on-one. And then if, like you said, 3rd down, there's nowhere to go, and he runs the ball to 1st down. That's all he does. And you guys have a 1st-round left tackle. His name is Will Campbell. And as you've already alluded to, that guy had 14 pressures. 14 pressures, okay? You're not very good if that's what you're doing, okay? He gave up 2 sacks on himself. Okay, the whole line gave up 6 sacks, which is wild to me. His percentage that he gave up yesterday alone, 26.9% of the time he's giving up pressures.
Holy
mean,
smokes.
It's
4th overall pick.
It's not looking very good. So
You
I
guys
know
whiffed on
all
that
the
one.
Patriot fans are like, "Oh, it's all two rookies." Yeah, but if I told you that Jonas Avainaya is a rookie and maybe he'll be better next year, you guys would tell me that I'm high on something. And I'm going to tell you guys the same thing. You guys are high on something. And if you guys want to know why I'm such a hater, is because Mark and I were in Boston the first time that the Big Three won their championship.
You
okay?
guys got shit on.
We got pooped on. Okay, it had nothing to do with Boston fans, and you guys were nothing but disgraceful and just mean to us. You didn't welcome us into we weren't even talking to you guys. And all you had to do is talk bad about us. And guess what? I have no love lost for the Patriots or any Boston fan, so you guys can eat it. That's all I have to say.
Shut out through 3 quarters. Shut out in a Super Bowl. It's pathetic. It looked like something that the Miami Dolphins would do if they went to the Super Bowl. Now, I don't care. You could call us a hater. You could call us whatever you want. You had the easiest road ever to get there. Okay? You only played one good team all year. You beat one team over 500 during the season. Then you played Justin Herbert, who has 2 left arms. Then you had you played against CJ Stroud, who was fumbling everything. He looked high on the field. I don't know what was going on. And then you played a backup quarterback in a snowstorm. And if it wasn't for the snowstorm, you would have been in the championship, you in the Super Bowl. And then that's what you do. You give up six sacks. Countless 14 pressures. You gave up a net average of 40 yards on the punts. Okay, you have an all-star. You have the best punt returner of all time. Couldn't do anything at all. You gave up 5 field goals, the most ever, and 0 points. 0 points through 45 minutes. What a shit show what a stinker that you guys put up. Good. I'm so happy for you guys.
So this is what happened all year
The
long.
Dolphins have a better future than the freaking Patriots.
Overrated Maye ends up with 202 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, whatever. But through 3 quarters, when it counted, he was 8 for 16, 60 yards with a 59% passer rating. That's what you guys came up with. You tell me that's the future. That's the guy that's going to take you to a Super Bowl. You know what? Be just like us. Pay him $100 million a year, and we'll see what happens. But let's get to the Seahawks because they deserve their flowers.
Yeah, Sam Darnold did not play well yesterday.
Nope.
He did not play well. He was doing everything he could to keep the Patriots in the game and for Drake Maye to have his moment. Drake Maye, you know who would have made that? Tom Brady. Okay? Even when Tom Brady was crap in the beginning of his career in those first three Super Bowls, early onset, he would make plays. Yesterday, there was not one play that this guy could make other than the one to Mac Hollins. Other than that interception that he threw was absolutely terrible. Sam Darnold, on the other hand, was playing horrible football. They had 4 field goals going into the fourth quarter. They were keeping you in the game, but you could not stop Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker, what a postseason for the man from Michigan State. I mean, think about the games that he put up.
Super Bowl MVP, rushed for 135 yards, and he had that big breakaway. Guys, you know, the refs can never, they always give one. Everyone always gives one to the Patriots. Just give it to him. The game was over. Just give it to him so he had his moment, but he was the MVP. But there's someone else we're going to talk about that should have been maybe the MVP, and he was the MVP of Los Mambisas all year long. And his name is Jason Myers.
Jason Myers, the field goal.
The kicker. He set a Super Bowl record with 5 field goals
Mark
in the game.
really wanted this guy to win the
I mean,
the
if there was
MVP.
any year to do it, this was the year, because if you weren't going to give it to the entire defense, you should have given it to the field goal kicker.
The defense deserved it, but not just Jason Myers, but their punter as well was absolutely a stud. 6 punts yesterday, all with a net of 40 or over. Like, I think 2 of them were within the 5-yard line. He was unstoppable. The special teams yesterday and defense were out of hand. They were running the ball. But real quick, Kenneth Walker, in the divisional round against a foe in the 49ers, he put up 116 yards on the ground. Then against the Rams, he had he had like about 100 yards of total offense. Okay? And then, so the first game he had 3 touchdowns. Second game he had 1 touchdown. Yesterday, 135 yards on the ground, 1 taken away. He had 26 receiving. The guy was an all-pro monster for this team. It was a running game and it was defense, and that's what it was. And it was Sam Darnold not making mistakes. You know what they did for the first time ever?
What did they do?
A Super Bowl champion to not have 1 turnover in the postseason.
Oh, really?
You
Wait,
protect
in the whole postseason.
The whole postseason.
Well, that's impressive. That's
the whole
that's
team.
absolutely impressive.
Think about that, guys. You have good defense and you take care of the football and see what happens. Defense travels, and congratulations to the Seahawks. Let's talk about that defense. First off, but before we get to the Seahawks defense, I want to talk about somebody on the Patriots, and I want to give him flowers. Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Christian Gonzalez is, and we said it
Absolute stud.
at the beginning of the year when we went over the preview. That guy is an absolute monster.
Right. He made that big play where they tried to throw it deep to Shaheed, and he came out of nowhere and swipes the ball down. But of course, you know, Patriot fans can't be, you know, just nice. Then he had that second swat down, which probably should have been a pick, but that was just a bad throw by Sam Darnold. That wasn't necessarily such a good play on Christian Gonzalez. But Christian Gonzalez, also Hispanic, right?
Yeah.
Is he Puerto Rican or Cuban?
He's definitely not Cuban. I thought he was Dominican.
Or maybe. Sorry. I'm sorry I'm wrong. But he is an absolute stud. Another one that I'll give, you know, their flowers to, because I think he's going to be a stud, but the Patriots seem to not think he's good. Henderson is also very good.
Yeah, they were not running the ball.
They didn't do anything. They panicked, kind of like the Dolphins did in Week 1. Panic, and they just didn't. They couldn't do anything because the defense was too good. The defense we talked about, Seattle, they had 6 sacks this year. Last game they had 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions, and 1 fumble. They had a touchdown as well, and they had a 52.8% pressure rate, which is the highest in the Super Bowl since 2018. That is absolute wild. They should have gotten the MVP
Dominance. By the way, he is Colombian.
Wow, way off.
I mean, he is Colombian. Wow.
Yeah.
That guy is probably slaying on the field and off the field.
But they got to pay him next year.
I mean, that's somebody that you pay.
They have the money to do so, but they got to pay him.
They did a really good job on their defense, hitting on their defense, their offense. I wanted to kind of see what we predicted before the year for the AFC East preview, and we were both way off when it came to the Patriots. We said that they were 2 years away. We said that they were going to be very well coached, which they were, and that their defense could be something. Their defense played well. I thought their defense was good defense, but
I think we were right on them. Like I think that their schedule, you have to play the schedule that you have to play. So props to them. They won a couple games that I didn't think they would. They beat the Buffalo Bills. And I think did they beat the Ravens? I think they beat the Ravens going late. So they made some big wins. So, but they are exactly who we thought they were. It just happened to be the year that Mahomes didn't play well, that Josh Allen didn't play well, that Lamar didn't play well. It just happened to be the year. And that's what I'm telling you guys, Patriots fans. You guys had your shot. You guys were the man in the arena. I get it. You were there. You had to take full advantage. There was nothing. You had no pop in you because you aren't that team. But you had to try to do something. You weren't going to go out and manhandle that defense, which is a historic defense, by the way. The Seattle Seahawks ends up being one of the top defenses to ever, play, and they won. They passed the Ravens, the 2008 Ravens, right? You had to do something other than what you had tried to do, which was just run the ball and throw the ball deep one-on-one whenever you had that opportunity. But next year, you need more. You don't have a number one receiver. You need another number one receiver. I don't think you have a left tackle or a left guard. You need some guards. And I don't know who you lose on defense. I'm sure there's some guys that you're going to have to lose, but they got money. They have promise, and they're going to be a tough team next year. I'm not saying that they're going to be a 3-win team. They're definitely going to be a middling 500 team, and they could be either 10 or 11 wins depending on some games. But it ain't going to be easy. They got to play the Chiefs. They got to play the Chargers. They got to play all the number one teams from last year because that's how the cookie crumbles.
Good luck, guys. Good luck. Now, you know who's coming up? The Miami Dolphins. Because we got the script and we got our new regime. I'm very excited. 2026 is going to be a phenomenal year. And in 2027, we will be at the Super Bowl. We will be
I'm
there.
hearing that Joe Burrow wants to come to Miami for vacation. But
for vacation. Because we're going to talk about this at a later pod about what QB opportunities we have out there. It's slim pickings. I mean, I was looking at the list. Slim pickings. Malik Willis, obviously, is what everybody is talking about. Other than that, you're talking about Marcus Mariota.
Oh, no. If we're
Phillip Rivers.
We'll get into it, but
Derek Carr.
I'll just tell you what I want to know already. If you want to go get Malik Willis, you already heard what I think, whatever. I get it. I understand. There's a promise. No big deal as far as signing 2 or 3 years. That's it. Nothing more than that. So if he hits, great. But if not, I want Quinn Ewers. Like, just go with Quinn Ewers and see what happens because the next year is the year that we're going to be ready.
Real quick, so there was some news that came out this week about the Dolphins and potentially looking for a trade partner with Tua. Kyler Murray is also looking for a trade partner, the Arizona Cardinals. It makes sense, obviously. Who's going to take that? Now, our buddy Joey sent us this this GM. You could be a GM online.
Yeah.
We both did it. You got A+.
A+.
I got A-.
Yeah.
Both times they offered for who traded?
There's 2 teams. The
Colts?
The Colts and the Steelers both were offering their 3rd-round pick for Tua.
In a heartbeat, you do that, right? But you got to Ross is going to eat most of that bill.
Well, he's already going to eat it, right? He's already determined that they're going to cut him, and he's got to pay the money anyways. So if there's a team out there that wants to take a flyer that thinks that it's just, he's in the wrong place, maybe playing a dome. So look at any teams that play in a dome. So the Colts would be one. Atlanta would be another one. There's other teams that might want to say, hey, I want to see if he's good in our system. Maybe he just, had a bad time with McDaniel, which I don't know how you can make any more excuses for the guy. I make every excuse in the book for him. He was really, really good in 2023. I'm going to stick to that. And we just saw a steady decline and a huge drop-off last year. But maybe someone wants to. So, yeah, you pay some of it and get him off your team. And hopefully,
look, we have a lot of influence. This podcast has a lot of influence. We are the reason why Mike McDaniel got fired. I'm telling you guys right now, Steelers land, Colts land, Falcons, go get Tua, man. He's a stud. If you want to give us a second or a third round pick, you should do it. That is, you're buying low. You're buying low. Just like all you people out there, you're buying low. You're buying low on the Dolphins now because we're going to be incredible. But Tua Tagovailoa still has some left in the tank. He just needs a little bit of change of scenery. Go give us a second round pick, third round pick. It's going to look what Sam Darnold did for the franchises, the last two franchises that he played for. Tua Tagovailoa. Give us anything, guys.
Give us a seventh round pick. If we get some cap relief, that's all I care about.
But he will make you. He will take you guys to the playoffs.
Don't hold your breath, dude. It's not happening.
Are you? Hey, we're trying to help Sully in half over here.
It's not gonna happen.
Holy smokes!
Let's just tell them the truth so they know what they're working with. And then we don't want them to think that they're gonna trade Tua and then make plans as if they're gonna trade Tua and then he doesn't get traded. Let's tell them the truth. You're not gonna trade him. You're gonna cut him. Move on.
Okay, moving on. Sweet. Thanks a lot. Let's move on to
anything else happen in the Super Bowl?
Something else happened in the Super Bowl. There was this fantastic second halftime show that people were talking about. The right, the Republicans, Chris Rock, Kid Rock. I didn't know. I thought that was a joke when people told me that there was an alternative halftime show.
No, it wasn't a joke. I'm not going to talk.
4 to 5 million. You don't want to talk about that?
Talking about it.
You don't want to talk about that?
Talk about it.
No, I don't know anything about it. I just thought it was a joke. I didn't know that it actually really happened. But what really did happen is that your man Benito.
Hey, it's a great show. I know you're not a reggaeton fan at all.
Perreo. I like perreo when someone is grinding on my cock. But other than that, I don't listen to it. All I gotta say is one thing. Take a look at producer Mark. That's what I felt. That's what I felt. I felt the way that guy looks. It's a vibe. What a vibe. He passed the vibes check. Benito, whatever your name is, Bad Bunny, Conejito, you freaking killed it, my friend. Congratulations. Props to you. The production was incredible. But for the people that were watching, that paid all that money, $10,000 to be there in the stands.
You've been to a Super Bowl before, right?
I have been to 2 Super Bowls.
Okay. So how were the halftime shows, one, compared to the one that last night? And second, how does it compare to be there live versus watching it on TV?
Yeah, so the first one that I ever went to was the 2006 Super Bowl where Prince performed in the rain in Miami, Florida. Purple Rain in the rain, which is legendary. But I was 5th row in the end zone getting drenched on for 3 hours, and it was miserable. It was miserable. Yeah, even that they had the marching band, Florida A&M, that came out. If you look it up, it's one of the most legendary halftime performances, but it was miserable, like being in the stands. The second one is I drove 13 hours with my beautiful wife to go see Beyonce in New Orleans. I went to that Super Bowl in 2013, and we had the same thing that happened yesterday. What she did is she had the whole stage, and then a big screen came up right behind her. And it kind of, if you look back at it, it had like this projection, and it looked like there was like 20 Beyoncés dancing, right?
So if you were behind it, you couldn't see anything?
Guess who was behind it? Guess who was behind it? In the club level, by the way, super ham sauce.
So what did you watch?
What did I watch? I watched a Pitch Black. I don't know if it was the blackout from that game or if I was blacked out from the drinks.
That was also Pat the game that was stopped because the dome completely had a blackout.
That's also the game that I came back to the seats with chicken fingers and I was drenched. And my wife, this is indoors, and my wife is like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "I fell in the bathroom." Like,
what do you mean?
I slipped.
What do you mean you fell in the bathroom?
I slipped. Like, there's a long line. I go to the urinal and I fell, and it was just I was like nothing but water. It might have been urine.
It's urine. So wait,
yeah,
you're
that's not water, buddy.
Well, no, it didn't smell
water
bad because listen, this is the club level of the.
There's no water
of the what do you call that dome in New Orleans? The Superdome.
Superdome.
I mean, people are not pissing on the floor, People have some class.
I don't know about
this
that.
Guy.
You're like Jim
New
Carrey.
Orleans. New Orleans, no one ever pisses or throws up in the street. That doesn't happen. See, you're right.
What a phenomenal place to have a
I'm wearing a New Orleans shirt right now.
Ooh. New Orleans is a lot of fun.
New Orleans.
New Orleans is a great time because you go to the You go to Bourbon Street, you drink, and then everyone walks together. It's like a mile to the Superdome. It's like a 20-minute walk, but everyone's going together. Incredible. But being in person, watching the halftime show is nothing compared to being at home. The same thing happened yesterday. You have these 6-foot human beings, because there was a height requirement for you to be a shrub in the middle. Those bushes, folks, I don't know. Go look at our Twitter. Those are actual people. Those weren't like rolled on.
So it's really hard to talk to producer Mark because he's behind us here. But Mark, do you know why there was people as shrubs?
Yeah, so what happened was they only have, I think, 10 or 15 minutes to set up. And so because of that, the production designer, who has been the production designer for, I don't know, the last 5 Super Bowls, she does an amazing job. So you can't, they didn't want people to drive too many cars on the turf, because the turf gets obviously cut up because of it. So her brilliant idea was, instead of rolling a bunch of cars with these shrubs, what we'll do is we'll dress people up and have them stand there. I think there was like a limit. I don't know, something like 8 or 10 cars that could be driven. They had special turf wheels so that it wouldn't break up the turf. But you know,
that's cool.
It's hard to do. It's hard to do. That production, dude, phenomenal.
Yeah.
If you don't,
The
I don't
camera
care,
work,
I don't
too.
care if you don't like the music. I don't care. That production, everyone was in line. Zaslow said it today. No one tripped over each other, and I was like, "That's true." When it's people moving around someone is bound to trip up. Look at the left shark, right? Not being able to dance with Katie. So it's very hard to pull something off like that, and they crushed it, dude. Crushed it.
The backup dancers, all the dancers that he had.
Oh,
Yeah.
delicious.
Not only that, I mean, it's just
They had good food.
so. For those who didn't know, I'm sure most people know, but he had a residency in Puerto Rico. He has a 3-month residency, and that means he was able to create his stage and leave it there for 3 months. So of course it's epic, and he brought that stage to us.
That was the initial, that pink house,
Right,
right?
the casita, which is the famous thing where he would invite guests and people would be downstairs. And guess what? All the Easter eggs. There were 6 people there. There was a local guy, Dave Grutman, which is
yeah.
because he has his restaurant with him, Gecko. Gecko, when it first came out, was phenomenal. I've heard it's very bad now. So I don't know.
We're trying to get reservations there, dude. We're trying to get people to give us free meals.
I'll go to Gecko. That's
well,
fine.
not now. They're not going to invite us now.
Oh, Carol G was there, which I was hoping Carol G was going to come out and be like one of the.
I had never seen her in person.
You haven't seen her in person either.
I saw
yet.
her at the Grammys, though, like last week.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
Okay.
my wife is more beautiful. But
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Holy smokes.
Pedro Pascal, which they're big friends. They're always on Saturday Night Live together.
He's pretty hot too.
He is. He is.
Who else did we have there?
Ronald Acuna.
Ronald Acuna,
Jessica
baseball player
Alba.
for Atlanta Braves. Jessica Alba, and there was one more. Oh, Cardi B. No, there's another one. Alex Earl was also on there.
Alex Earl, man, she's everywhere, dude.
She's dating Tom Brady, and she's in La Casita.
She's pounding
Is
it on and
that
off
the
the
blonde?
field.
That's the blonde.
Yeah, she
The
was the one that
blonde.
was dating.
The beautiful blonde woman. She's cordial and
She
nice.
was dating the former Canes guy. What's his name?
Yeah, Braxton Berrios.
Braxton Berrios.
Whew, what an upgrade. I mean, Braxton Berrios, good guy, legend, Kane, played for the Dolphins, played for the Texans, or plays for the Texans. I think she upgraded to Tom Brady.
But I also want to get into it a little bit, okay? Because obviously there's a big controversy. That
A lot of hate.
A lot of hatred that Bad Bunny was going to be the halftime show. And I'm not gonna call out names, but there's personal people in the family that also had problems with it. And I'm telling you right now.
Your family?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you right now. For those people, not my family, but for those people who had a problem with the halftime show, if you cannot name who the quarterbacks of the 2 teams are, your opinion doesn't matter who should be on the halftime show, okay? The halftime show are for NFL fans. And for those people who say that NFL fans were all upset, no, we got plenty of people who loved it because it was the #1 watched halftime show of all time, okay? Second, what's wrong with Bad Bunny? Like, I don't understand. So we had, this year we started 2016, 2026 photos. If Bad Bunny would put his 2016 picture, do you know where he would be?
Where?
Bagging groceries. And he is now just won a Grammy. And
What?
he was bagging groceries. That's what he was doing 10 years ago.
Okay, got it.
So
I
his
see what you're
picture
saying.
would be a grocer, and then now 2026 halftime show superstar and the Grammy Award winner.
Global
Okay?
superstar.
That halftime show was just phenomenal. Okay, the only bad thing about the halftime show that it was in San Francisco and not Miami, because that was our childhood. Okay. We grew up listening to salsa, okay? We grew up listening to Celia Cruz, Hector Lavoe, Willie Colon. We had all
Daddy
the
Yankee.
not so much, but the whole thing about this last album
Tego
was
Calderon.
how he mixed the reggaeton and how he mixed the classic sounds of salsa, and it's just beautiful. I understand if you don't like his music, because my mom didn't like that I listened to the Thong Song in 1999, but I still listen to it anyways. And the same thing with
Let me see
right?
that thong.
Like no one liked rap because it was gross.
That was the original
And that's the
perreo.
same thing with reggaeton. It's completely fine. But the
People
other thing,
don't like them because they can't understand them.
but the thing is, I understand. But that's also very different to the normal sound of reggaeton. Reggaeton has all the artists with high pitched voices and very fast, and like he has a slow, lower pace. It's completely different.
That's how they sing. It's very like nasally.
Yeah, everyone exactly, Mark. So that's fine. The other thing about Bad Bunny is that he's a U.S. citizen. Just so that everybody understands that if you're from Puerto Rico, you're a U.S. citizen. Does everyone understand that?
I do. Hey. Together we are American. Is that was what the football said? You know, it's people
together we're the Americas, but you know why?
Why?
Because America's not just the United States.
Oh, he was saying like
North America, South
Central America,
America.
South America.
Yeah.
That's why he named all those countries.
It's
When
America.
by the way, he left Cuba out way too long.
Well, he said it. He also said Canada. So he said Canada.
He did it at the end, but why'd you leave Cuba so late? You know,
Because it was to hit. No, it was to hit
That's
it,
the
bro.
hatred thing again. Why you call it like he named
So
him?
someone can't say one bad thing about this guy, or just an opinion?
No, it's
No.
fine.
No,
But
no,
I
no,
don't
you
understand.
can't hit the
You
answer,
are the left. That's what you are.
It's not
I
that
can't say one opinion about the
No,
thing. Why?
Nope. No,
Why?
It's
Why?
not. It's not that. It's
You
that,
guys are so close-minded.
No, it's not that. It's that you're saying.
La derecha.
Is that you're saying that? Oh, he said it, but he
Like
said it
it.
last. What is that?
Just saying. I was waiting for him to say Cuba, and when he said Cuba, I was like, Cuba, vamos, coño! Like, listen, I fucked with him, dude. I'm sorry, I'm cursing. I loved it. I thought it was phenomenal. I thought it was great. I thought, by the way, do you know what? Let's talk about his special guest, Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
Freaking killed it. She's awesome. Do you know what she was wearing?
No.
You know that red flower is the national flower of Puerto Rico, and it's called. You know what it's called? It's very ironic. It's called the MAGA.
Really?
It's called the MAGA. Yes,
So
that was the state.
Most likely on purpose.
Yeah, possibly. But she killed it. Ricky Martin. Listen, I earlier said on the podcast I'm not a homosexual, but that guy, I mean, good looking dude. Holy smokes. That he's eating babies or something. He's doing something like Epstein because coño, the guy is delicioso. He's a good looking guy.
Yeah, it was a good show all the way around. You had the dominoes. You had the cafecito. You saw him have the cafecito with the little lady. You had
the viejita.
You had the reggaeton, the dancing.
How about the kid sleeping at the kid sleeping at the wedding?
Because we all had to sleep at weddings. Because it doesn't matter if we're 4, we're gonna be there.
That was such a good tidbit.
You always had to dance. You always had to dance at weddings. Like your mom and your grandmother made you dance with them. I was like, I don't want to dance with your mom, but
that's why we dance now.
Yeah.
That's why we dance now. The people that got married actually got legally married.
Yeah.
It's just so much. And what I also loved was the power lines.
Yep.
You know, with Puerto Rico and the issues that they have with electricity.
Well, that's what the song is about that he's saying.
Well, I don't understand Spanish. I was in Spanish non-speakers
Right.
at Columbus.
Right.
Overall,
So was I.
it was phenomenal. 137 million people tuned in to the halftime show. Most ever. Second most ever was... Sorry, I had that stat. And the Kendrick Lamar. And the third most ever was Mr. Michael Jackson.
That's wild because Michael Jackson was 1994.
3 or 4. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think 1993. 133 million people tuned in
That's wild.
to Michael Jackson, which I still think is the greatest one of all time.
I had a
Justin Timberlake's was also amazing.
Yeah.
I heard a great point about people were complaining about obviously the Spanish speaking thing, but the NFL is at a point where it's almost like maxed out its people that it could get here in America, right? Like, and if you're marketing, you market to get to the new audience. You already have a certain audience, so
I went to a game in Madrid this year.
exactly. If you're trying to make international and bring international fans in, the way that you do that is you lack of a better term, pander to them, right? Give them what they want. And it kind of, I think that people don't think about the NFL as a business. Like, they're not here trying to make political statements. They're here trying to make more money. And by opening it up to the entire world and showing a global superstar that now people tuned in from across the pond to watch the NFL game that they would never watch. Right. So come on, guys. It's marketing, it's strategy. There's things going on here. Plus, he's fucking awesome.
He crushed it.
He nailed it.
He's arguably the #1 artist in the world right now.
Ooh.
If you're gonna say to someone else, if you're gonna say it's second, it's to Taylor Swift.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah,
but in 2025, the #1 streamed artist in 2025 was Bad Bunny.
Bob Bunny.
He was also the #1 streamed artist in 2020, 2021, and 2022. Okay.
Bob Bunny.
He is the only Spanish album to win a Grammy. Okay. He's also the only other one that had 2 albums up for a Grammy. He won the second one this past year. Okay. He is an amazing artist. He's done super well. He's also raised between $200 and $400 million to the economy in Puerto Rico.
Love that.
For his residency, which made up 2% of the GDP of the island. Like, I don't understand. There's nothing wrong about him. I mean, he's a great artist. He put on a great show. I enjoyed it. And if you didn't, it wasn't for you. Turn it off.
Well said. Well said. Well said. One thing I also want to talk to you guys about. How was the food at your party that you went to? What was the spread looking like?
Just like any other party in the Murray household, it was just way too much food. But Brandon's wings are top notch.
Brandon makes good wings? Really?
Arguably the best wings in Miami. I'm probably
Don't you say
I'm
that.
gonna put it #2
Holy
on my
shoot.
list because
No way. We got to try these.
he doesn't char them again. He puts the sauce after, and I don't like to have
What sauce is it?
the wet sauce. He makes 3. He has a buffalo, he has a barbecue, and he has a Parmesan
Garlic.
garlic Parmesan,
Whoa.
which is usually my go-to. But yesterday the barbecue was so good.
Wow, Brandon.
Then we had raw oysters, we had oyster Rockefellers, we had tomato soup, we had potato skins,
Excuse me?
we had a Caesar salad, so much, and we had cinnamon buns
From
for dessert. I don't know.
From
But
Nas?
I don't know. No, it wasn't. There was like a guava one, and there was a cookies and cream one. It was
Woo.
delicious.
Wow. What a spread. The Super Bowl party I went to, when we show up at 6 o'clock, there's no internet. The internet went out
Wonderful.
at my buddy's house. So they sent one of the other friends to go get the antenna at Best Buy. They bought an antenna for $30, set it up right in time. We were doing a hotspot for a second there. And then they brought it up. So whenever somebody would walk like into the house, we were watching on the outside of the patio. When they would walk into the house, it would go static. So we kept telling, like, Abby, my daughter, would walk out and like, no, you got to go to the other side. So it just was really ghetto rigged, but
So you
it
got
worked
the
out.
satellite feed, not the. How does that work?
The satellite feed, no, the antenna feed, yeah. You get local channels. It's actually great. I mean, the quality was phenomenal. It just it was static every once in a while.
At what point did you think that you should leave and watch at home?
Well, I knew always that I was gonna leave around halftime or after halftime because I had the kids with me, right? And my wife. It was a school night, so it was about 4 minutes left with the second quarter that I decided, hey, why don't we get up? Let's go. And I got home right before the second quarter finished, so it was great. It was only 10 minutes away, so it worked out.
Cool. Mark,
But
what was your spread like?
Yeah.
Well, we had samurai for lunch,
Yeah,
so
it was
my
like a 12.
my dinner was the leftovers of samurai.
Yeah, leftovers?
It was delicious. I had
Who has leftovers?
I had leftovers. I actually the thing,
such an asshole.
This was the guy. The thing is, I was ready to eat the whole thing, and the guy walked up to me and goes, "Do you want to box that up?" And I was stuffed at the moment,
How
but
long
I
are you
was
taking
like,
to eat your food? You take a long time to eat your food there because you cannot not eat the fried rice when it comes out.
"Oh,
when
I
it's
don't.
fresh.
I don't.
You save it.
I save it for
God.
the veg. I mix the vegetables in there.
have great
Oh,
willpower,
I love
dude.
it. I love it. Sophia made me take the little bowl off. She's like, "Quítalo, papi."
Yeah.
So I took it off because of that. But I usually keep the bowl there so it keeps it nice and hot.
This
Are you
guy,
a double
yes,
pink guy?
of course.
Double pink?
Oh,
No one gets ginger sauce anymore. No one.
Joey does.
and Joey also eats the sauce by itself.
It is
But
delicious.
I want to say the sauce yesterday.
Was not the same.
It wasn't right. Okay, it
What?
wasn't just me.
It was a
just
little
me.
bit whiter than normal. It wasn't pink. And this guy made the rice last.
That's unusual.
That- I
Typically,
was-
it's always the first thing.
It was the last thing. He overcooked it. The shrimp, he butterflied every shrimp, so the shrimps were overcooked. He didn't put enough soy sauce,
well, here's
but
the
he was
thing.
nice.
Was he Asian?
No.
That's the thing now. They're not. They're not the Asian cooks anymore. It's un cubano or whatever. Listen,
I'm fine
Cubanos
with
make
that.
a lot of good stuff. I'm fine with it, but
Have you ever been to Finca?
yeah. What about it?
Try their Cuban fried rice.
That's what I'm saying. They Cubans make great fried rice, make great food, but I want a Japanese cook. I want the guy right there that's gonna bang it up, bro. Delicious. Well, these guys know what they're doing. You know, don't you?
Oh, hi,
You're
honey.
saying yes. they're what do you call this? Their happy birthday is the best, dude.
Samurai.
The best.
How
Oh
does it
yeah,
go?
it's
Do
so
you know
good. It's so good. He's a chica banano. Like that. That's the cadence. It's so
Oh my
good.
gosh.
It's such a vibe. It's such a vibe.
You said chinka chinka. What you say?
No, I didn't say that. Don't put the please don't play that back. But no, honestly, Samurai is a phenomenal. It's a phenomenal spot. It hurts my heart hearing that the pink sauce was not the same yesterday, though. That's the best part.
I feel like maybe a little bit of salt might have like helped out with it, but or like some, I don't know, garlic powder or something. It didn't have the punch that it usually has.
And are they not going to fix the AC?
Oh, so it's
Like, it's just the same vent. It's just there the whole time.
yeah. That I was getting blown on.
So it comes from the outside. You see the big machine outside and follow the vents all the way into the inside.
No, but that's not the AC. That's the hood.
The exhaust.
That's the exhaust for the food. I felt like I didn't smell like I usually do getting out of there though.
Oh, no, I smelled.
You always smell terribly. The other thing, the first time, so my wife's family would always go. What?
Oh, you're saying that samurai you smell.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. I always smell good. You know that. That's the
Always.
thing about me. We would always, wife's family would always go in December because there was 3 birthdays. Shout out to Jenny, Anthony, and Chris, always having a birthday around the same time in December. And we would always go because you get a coupon for your birthday. So the first time ever, I'm trying to get points with my, trying to suck up to my father-in-law. And he tells me, he goes, "Hey, you gonna have the tea after?" And I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Oh, you gotta have the tea. It's really, really good." I was living with Julian at the time. And so I have the tea. I hate tea, but I had the tea because, I love
It's
my
so
father-in-law.
hot.
So hot.
Mark has it because his stomach hurts.
Holy smokes. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I felt like Harry Dunn from Dumb and Dumber. I mean, I almost cracked the porcelain in Julian's house. It was so bad. I mean, legit. Like,
From the tea?
from the tea, dude, it's a degreaser, Mark. That's why you explode.
Is that because I
That's
said it?
why.
There's no pain though. No.
No.
Pain.
It just goes
it's
right through you.
That's
It's
what
like
it's
an
for.
exorcist of your a-hole.
It was it's phenomenal. I felt like I did like a cleanse, like a legit cleanse.
You know what he did? He called me the next morning. First call I get, 7 o'clock in the morning. And I go, "Hey, you didn't tell me anything about the tea." And he's just here laughing on the other side. And I'm like, "You son of a a gun! You son of a
So
gun!
he put you up for it,
Yeah, he put me up for it. Tony's a good guy.
How much did you drink?
Huh?
You drank the whole thing?
No, just like half a cup. That stuff is potent.
They also didn't put the tea thing on the grill, like the kettle. They just brought me 1 cup, and I was like, "Why did you do that, dude? I wanted the tea. I wanted the thing."
Samurai, you got to step up
They don't
your
even
game,
do the birthday,
dude.
the picture anymore for your birthday.
What's going on here, Samurai? Come on.
I think they're not going to make it, if you want me to be honest.
Oh, there it's always packed, Chris.
It was kind of empty yesterday.
It was 12 o'clock
Yeah,
in the
you went
afternoon.
super early.
When we left, it was full.
No. When we left, there was 4 stations. Only 1 had someone in it. We walked out. There was 2 empty. It was pretty empty. Just saying. And it kind of looks like a dump.
The parking is terrible there. It's so
It's a
bad.
valet.
It's valet,
you're
but
right,
the
you're
valet,
right, but
the
I'm saying
valet
it
wasn't
just-
there when we got there. The valet
You guys
wasn't
got
there
there really early. You opened up the spot.
I went to the valet section and the girls got off, and then I was like, "Oh, there's no valet here, so I guess I got to just park."
Hey, Samurai, hit us up. We have some suggestions. If you need to guinea pig to get the pink sauce back, hit us up. I mean, we'll be your experts. We'll be your guinea pigs. I live right by you, dude. Just hook us up. If you want to sponsor us, we love you very much. Speaking to all those sponsors out there, you guys hey, we're Miami Podcast. Come with it, baby. Come with it. We love you guys. Let's go.
Ryan, how do you know how we did on LBO locks, our last LBO locks?
So you went 2-0. Mark went 2-0 again. I went 1-1. So I was up at 50, like 0.507%, and you were at 0.504%. Mark came all the way up, and I think he ended at like 500 or 1 game above 500.
Those playoffs, man, those playoffs saved me.
No,
I think
no,
I got
you-
like 2 or 3 bad calls there.
You were incredible.
It was
throughout the
all
playoffs.
because I would go against the Patriots.
I think it's we said in the beginning of the year that I don't know much about betting. Ryan is the betting guy, and we're going to teach you stuff along the way. I think at the end of the year, you're going to realize that at every point of the season, one of us was hot, and we were the best bettor that you can get. And at the end of the year, we're all basically 500. So your lesson is, don't bet.
Well, why would you say that? I mean, we want to have a betting segment. We want people to sponsor the podcast.
Well,
why are you going to take that away from me? It's my favorite part of the podcast.
We're going LBO locks.
I ended with 2 games above 500. You ended 3 games above 500. Mark ended 1 game above 500. So if you want to say this, I follow plenty of people. Barstool Sports Advisors. I love them. Jerry out there is not hitting 50% winners. It just doesn't happen that way. You come over here, you got 2 noobs over here and a legend, and we're all above 500. And the only reason why I was not more above 500 is because I would always bet the over-unders, and it was terrible at them.
I told you that.
You're right.
I taught you that. Stay away from the over-under.
Thank you. So, listen, 2026 was a heck of a year. Not for the Dolphins. It was probably the shittiest year of probably in some time.
in 2025.
Yeah, it was really, 2025. But LBO is not going anywhere. We at least said that we're going to do this for 3 years. We're coming back strong. We have lots of Dolphins fan volumes coming up, interviews, people that are local legends, people hopefully that are nationwide legends, people that are Dolphins, people that are Miami folks. We just want to bring you the folks that love the Dolphins and people from Miami. So stick around for that, and then we'll bring you the offseason news. We're going to have a lot of fun this offseason.
We're going to have a lot of fun. We have a lot of things planned. The interviews, I think, are going to be great. Just remember, we're not going to be on necessarily every Monday. So if the schedule changes a little bit, make sure you like and subscribe our YouTube channel so that you can get a little ding notification when we put something out. Also, follow us on X and on Instagram because we're going to tell you when things are coming out. And season 2 is going to start off with a bang. I'm just going to tease you like that, okay? We're going to have a great, great start to season 2, and then that's when we'll be back on a specific night, every night, where you can watch us live so we can talk to you. You can talk to us. You can chat with us. It's going to be great.
We're gonna be tailgating. It's gonna be bigger and better in 2026, and the Dolphins are gonna be a better football team, and we're gonna go to the Super Bowl. So just come for the ride, folks. Start now. Everyone is down in the dumps right now. Come for the ride. We're here. We'll be your tour guides through hell. We love you guys. Thank you. Hit that like and subscribe button. If you support us, you love us, you love our content, hit that like and subscribe. And most importantly, folks, if you're still watching, thank you. Dolphins Cancer Challenge, February 28th. The boys are going to be there doing the 5K. Go hit that donate button as well. Link is in our bio. We will keep asking you for money. F cancer. We hate cancer and we hate running, but we're going to do it anyways.
Yeah, we're going to be there. Richard from Tokyo. Sayonara, sucker.